Let's go. You say Red Bull gives you wings. Let's find out and see. You bitches is uneaten. Tell them check, please. Check, 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 check. Tell them check, please. Um, yeah. Okay. Welcome to Energy. Welcome to Energy. All praise to the Most High. Everything is entertainment. User discretion advised. All right, what's in the energy? What's in the energy? The weather is changing. Oh, my goodness. You know what I was going to say? The weather is changing. And mentally, emotionally, how I feel about it, I'm stable. So something I feel is changing in your life, or you're going through some kind of change, or you have a change underway, but the change, you feel good about it. Your feet are firmly planted. So you are standing on business. You know how you feel. You know what you want. You know how to achieve it, or how to manifest it, how to make it real. You know what it takes. You know what to pour into it. Something is solid. Ten of Pentacles is a solid investment. It's a sound decision. It's a stable way of thinking, being. Something about what you're choosing to do, or how you're choosing to do something, or someone here is doing something traditionally, I don't know, organically, from the ground up. They're pouring into something that they intend to see long-term success with, and it feels like they're already reaping a payout, a harvest. They're already seeing the fruits of their labor. They're seeing, yeah, they're harvesting. They're seeing how something is already working out, how something is already beneficial. And this is not somebody who glossed over the details of a situation. This is not someone who, didn't take everything into, there was a considerable consideration or a lot of consideration given before some kind of decision was made. But I feel like the decision is finalized. Ten of Wands, and someone is burdened by this. Someone is very burdened by this. They're not happy about this. Someone is saying yes to an investment, yes to a job, yes to a situation, yes to a dynamic, or something like that, and someone is dead set against it. They also feel burdened because whatever it is that they're like dead set against. And I'm telling you, both of you are your footing. When I say you're standing on it, like you guys are at polar opposite ends of the spectrum. You're seeing things oppositely. You're feeling differently, but you're both standing your ground, and for different reasons. I will say one is more sound of mind. Like the decision is a lot more practical or well thought out, and it will likely have long-term success. Whereas this kind of feels like it's based upon emotion. So there's some aspect of it that is, it's not, you know how emotions are. It's, see, this person is operating from like a self-note, a lower, it's not their authenticity. This is something here that they're pushing against, but whatever they're pushing against, whatever they're trying to stop, or whatever they're blocking, whatever they're saying no to, whatever they're like standing on, is causing an issue for them. They actually feel responsible for their own exhaustion and being burdened down and feeling tired and like they can't concentrate, and the struggles that they're going through. They feel like it's because of this issue. It's because they won't let this issue go. It's because they keep trying to push a certain agenda or get something to go their way. So someone knows like whatever they're going through is self-imposed. Whatever they're feeling is self-imposed. And it's still a no. It's still a no. This person is like taking this upon their shoulders. So they're very adamant about it. And I feel like you're very adamant about where you stand, how you feel, and what you're doing. We have Virgo and Sagittarius energy. What's going on? Ace of Swords in reverse. There's an illusion here. It's not quite the truth is being missed. This is an opportunity too. It's an opportunity that's being missed. Someone is not taking advantage of this. They're unable to see the positivity in it. They're focused on the injustice of it, which is keeping them stuck in confusion. This also has to do with how someone is talking to themselves. Six of Wands in reverse. Failure, lack of recognition, no reward. Someone does not feel like they're being rewarded for their achievements. Someone feels as if they're like experiencing a downfall as a result of someone else's success. That's weird. Someone else's success and someone else's stability is making someone feel unseen, like they're experiencing a fall from grace. They're disappointed. And this is someone who is conceited. So they have an overinflated ego. And see, that's why the ego is built on lies. The ego is built on emotions only. There is nothing backing it up. There's nothing backing it up. They're riding a wave. So they could be, man, they could be riding your wave. This could be someone who has been riding your wave. A Leo, Gemini, Aries. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say Aries, but possibly. Leo, Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra. They're riding your wave. You feel stable. You feel secure. You feel on top of something. Something is working out well for you. They're in your energy, meaning that they're feeling the same way, but obviously they have their own point of view. The Ace of Swords talks to blindness. Someone can't see you. So what they're feeling, they don't know that that's coming from you. They don't know that this is what you're feeling and why you would be feeling it. They could feel that whatever you've got going on is someone thinks you're them. Like y'all the same. Ace of Swords in reverse. They think that you cast illusions. They think that you portray something that you really aren't. They think that you may be a lie of, fake, phony, not honest. They could also feel that you are very stubborn or opposed to something, strongly opposed to something that actually it looks like you're saying yes to, because this person has no and then they have yes in reverse twice. So this person is basically saying no 3 times over. They're very adamant. They're actually, okay, so that's, yeah. So this is why they're feeling this. Maybe this is being revealed. Your truth, because this is the 10 of Pentacles and the upright. That's physical energy. That means something is being shown physically. There is something that is materializing. There is something that people are seeing and they can't confuse it with the wave. They can't confuse it with emotion. There's no room for an illusion. They can't cast a lie. They can't say anything about this. Someone can't lie. Someone can't lie. There's no room for a lie. There's no room for someone to manipulate the energy or cause some kind of downfall for you. And so it's equating to their downfall. This is a situation or a scenario where standing in your truth reveals the liar. And that's it. Your authenticity is enough. So somebody is just a bold-faced lie. Yeah, someone is extremely capable. Someone is extremely capable. Someone has already manifested stability, security, long-term success, or they have a foundation that will likely lead to long-term success. There's no reason why this should fall or crumble. It's not just about what they have materially, but it's about who they are and how they achieved it. This is a mindset, which means that anything that comes against it, it's a house that can easily be rebuilt when the blueprint lives within you. It doesn't matter. Flood, come on, flood, hurricane, whatever the fuck, earthquake, it doesn't matter. Tear it down, they'll build another one in its place. So something cannot be broken down. And I feel like this is a person, but you're a very capable person. You're a very solid person. You have a very solid foundation, and something is now seen beyond it's beyond maybe reproach, or yeah, someone can't bring reproach on your name. Someone can't lie on you. Someone can't bring shame to you. Someone can't, knock you off this throne or take you off your high horse, because you built that high horse from the ground up. You built it yourself. So someone's ego has fallen, or someone's ego has died. And someone is still standing in their ego too. They're still going to go with this. They're going to say no, or they're going to stand on this, even though they're tired, they're exhausted. They can't focus. Somebody is burdening themselves down. This is the King of Wands. They're angry too. They're looking at you. This could be like evil eye. They're angry. They ain't learned shit. Somebody ain't learned a goddamn thing. So whatever they're going through, whatever they're dealing with, this is what they're doing to themselves. They've done this time and time again, I feel. And you may have done this time and time again. You continue to ascend, you continue to build, you continue to move into this authenticity and truth that makes somebody very burdened by you, burdened by your existence. King of Wands energy and the Ten of Wands. This is a Sagittarius. I heard they ain't learned shit from the last time, so this happened before. This is a war. Somebody want war with you. They want warfare. This is a King of Wands. That's cool. That means you have a few tricks up your sleeve. But what are your tricks to a fucking magician? Like, they literally do this shit. They live this shit. This is their profession. This is, they were probably born into this. There's no ending to this. They're a professional. The King of Wands, actually, to the magician, the King of Wands looks like a mentor, like a child. Someone's not new to something that someone thought somebody was really new to. So this is someone who really wanted to oppose you, really wanted to cause an issue, a conflict. They wanted this war or competition with you, but they are not even on your level. They're not even on your level. And that could be new information for them, but it's too late. I feel like they just now learning the lesson. They didn't learn it the first time. They didn't learn it the second time. This could have been going on for quite some time. The Ten of Wands and the Six of Swords in reverse. This has been going on for quite some time. Maybe even 6 to 10 years. It could have been literally that long that someone has been going through a cycle like this. And if it's not with a person, and this is an energy, an entity that people can carry, and you have been pretty much battling out the same energy or entity and individuals for like over the past 10 years. Something was like forcibly pushing against you. I feel like something was trying to root you or keep you from this transition, because I'm getting a lot of energy to start getting into the South Node, North Node energies. Mostly the North Node, but the South Node offers a lot of clarity and assistance in getting to your North Node. And I just started a reading. I'll put that out today, the first half of it, kind of to help you see if you're in your North Node energy. And there's even a website that I pinned to it so that you can check your birth chart, get a free birth chart, and see what your North Node is if you're interested. But this feels like a situation where there was like a warfare in the middle of your life to try to keep you stuck on a karmic timeline with the King of Wands. That's like a low-level devil. So devils only move through illusion. They only can move in shadows and the illusion behind the scenes. They rely on insecurities and confusion and fear, scattered minds, and people on the fence. They rely on that to push their initiative or to be able to build things, to make things happen. That's how they get their way, by exploiting the blind spots. Okay? And I feel like they do this to people. Now, the magician could also be someone who is very skilled at that, but the magician attacks corporations, foundations, the government. They find the cracks, they find the loopholes within these entities, these organizations, these corporations, the industry, all of these systems and institutions that the matrix of our world is built upon. That's what they are able to elude. They're like skillfully prepared for this. Timothy, somebody's name could be Timothy, but it's really a scripture that I'm thinking about. You were equipped for this. You were chosen for this. Fully equipped. That the man of God will be competent, fully equipped for every good work. There is something that you were meant to create. You're already creating it. You're already making it happen. And it did take for you to be able to use your skills. You have a particular set of skills. Is that taken? Yeah, you have a particular set of skills that would assist you in being able to take what you are rightfully due from people who have withheld it from you or are trying to withhold it from you. And like I said, that is on a high level. We're not talking about low level devils. We're not talking about people who are operating blindly under an entity coming for you. Fuck the little middleman. You're going for the top. You're taking heads from the top. But you have to understand that people who have been moving and operating under these entities, they're going to be feeling it too, because they can't pay what they owe. They can't pay their devils. So if they can't pay their devils with your sacrifice or with your head or with your life, it means some kind of disruption for them. Because it's the same thing. Whoever this is, you guys may even have mutual investments or things that you want deeply. And there is this ruthlessness, though, to this person. That means that they're almost willing to do anything, sell their soul, give of anything. Just they're desperately trying to get something. And like I said, they're also taking advantage of the innocent. That's what you would say. The corporation is always the people at the top of the government. You would say that's where the corruption is. This would be like a Robin Hood type of situation. So of course they're going to be judged, but it's like stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. They're balancing something out, and they're backed. The magician is backed by a divine calling, by a divine entity, by something you cannot see. This person is backed by something you can't see too, but they're like I said, they're unhappy. When you work through the devil energy, you're usually not happy. You're not happy. It's a means to an end. You're doing what you have to do to survive. The magician is that you survived, and now you have been given, you've been crowned. You've been given this wand where you can point and things can happen for you easily, where you don't have to either toil, learn the lessons, carry the burden yourself, fall on the ground. You may have done all of that already, learned it the hard way, but likely because you were trying not to take advantage of people. You were actually always focused on the corruption of the system that creates the people, not necessarily the people. Okay, that's very that makes sense to me. I don't know if it's making sense to anybody the way that I'm explaining it, but for me, that makes sense with my religion. I can see behind, my old religion, but anyway, it's always going to be a part of my life. I can't completely uproot it because there are some parts of it that are still actually very valuable to me. But anyway, the Jehovah's Witness organization, I consider those 8 men that sit in the corporate office, Bethel, and they're pretty much in control of the 8 million witnesses. Corrupt, because they withhold the truth. They manipulate. It's just a lot. But the people themselves, oh my God, I love them. I love Jehovah's Witness people. I love them. Still love them. I love the fuck out of my family. But that I feel sorry for them too, because they're all blinded. Especially my family, very devout. But you will find that most witnesses are very devout. They've literally sacrificed their entire lives, and they live under the authority of 8 men who tell them what to do, and all they do is say, oh, I got this straight from God and you have to. Some of the rules that they live under is not even in the Bible. They translated and put their own spin on it and opinion on it, and now smack dab, everybody must live like this, or okay, you want to die in Armageddon? You don't want to be able to see your loved ones again? They scare the fuck out of you. That's why I kept running back. I never wanted to be there. Something was always off. But they told me it was the only way I was going to see my loved ones again. I've lost too many people. So if that's the only way I can ever connect with them and talk to them, then I guess I got to keep going back until it was like literally ripping my mind apart. I just couldn't do it anymore. It was too fake, too phony. You know, the King of Wands is known for that too. Fake and phoniness. Whoever this person is, that's what I'm getting. See, the Magician... Again, not fake, not phony, just this is who they are. This is what they do. This is how life works for them. This is what they've been taught to do. This is, you know, it's just who you are. It's how you move. Somebody is pretending here. They're doing, like I said, they would do anything that they could do. If they could get the job you have, they'd take that one. This person is operating from a desperate energy and also the need to uphold some kind of ego. But anyway, like I was saying, it's the corporation that I blame. It's, you know, it's the people at the top that I blame. It's not the people. I love the people. So there's a corrupt leader. And there's a leader that is pretty much ordained by God. That's what it looks like. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is definitely warfare. And they were ambitious about it. Seizing every moment and opportunity with tenacity and determination to create a failure for you, to make sure that you never receive recognition or reward, that you never achieve some kind of goal, that you had this fall from grace. Someone wanted you to look like them, pretty much. This is someone with an inflated sense of value, an ego that is unsure and ungrounded, and this is what they wanted you to look like, but they're disappointed because it didn't happen. But they, I mean, when I say they gave everything they could to try to tear you down, they tried. They tried. So whoever you are the bane of someone's existence. I don't know. Somebody's mad. This is hatred. They hate you. So it means you're doing something right, but... this could be a Gemini too. Ten of Swords, Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords in reverse. Someone who lied on you or continues to lie on you. Seven of Pentacles, you're reaping a harvest. Wherever you are currently, that may be stable, but there's more to come. You really ain't seen nothing yet. A lot of what you have been building and creating, you just have the beginning of it. This is just this is what's budding on the top of the surface of the soil. But look how much is ready for you that is, you know, hasn't yet surfaced yet. It hasn't shown its face yet. You have been manifesting masterfully, whoever you are. Whatever you're creating is very abundant, very stable and secure. So likely, like I said, that's already being seen, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's what it is, the tip of the iceberg. I was trying to, because the iceberg, I don't know how many meters it goes down into the ocean, but that little peak that you see, it may look big to you, but that is nothing compared to what it is up underneath the ground. So see, that's what I'm saying. Someone has not learned their lesson with you. They're still gonna continue pushing this boat in the wrong direction, continuing trying to have this smoke with you. Somebody just gonna keep going and keep going. But when they hit that iceberg, see, they think that that's just gonna be a little bump for them, and maybe that's really gonna, you know, stop you or put you in your place. They have no idea. That iceberg, you're going to literally just go right through this boat. So this is somebody, they're emotionally, this could be someone trying to fuck with you emotionally. I don't know what they're seeing, some kind of emotion that could be on the surface, but you don't know how deep those emotions run. And somebody, I feel this is, ooh, that's not going to be good for them. Six of Swords in reverse. They should have took their peace. They should have retreated. They should have turned around. Oh, this is eye for an eye, and it's not even an eye that you lost. I don't think that you lost anything. That's not what this is saying. These cards are in the upright. My God, the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. Not only are things going right now where people can see, but what I'm saying is behind the scenes, there's depth to this. You could actually stop doing what you're doing. You could do nothing, and you could just sit still. And the rest of this will automatically come up for you. You've already done the work for it. God waters it and makes it grow. You don't got to do shit. This is like you planted a tree. Once you see that that tree is sprouting, you have nothing else to do. God will do the rest of the work for you. Fertilizer, the leaves just fell. They just fertilized the ground. The water is coming down. Like, I mean, literally, there is nothing for you to do. Everything that you're doing now is just building for a future, and it's a future, it will come after all of this. So you're just investing, like this is like a legacy, or this is maybe for your kids or something like that. But whatever you're doing this lifetime, you've already done the work for it. You just need to reap it. That's it. So somebody doesn't even have to do what they're doing. They're not going to fuck up anything for you, but they are going to give up theirs. Somebody is giving up theirs because they kept attacking yours. Now, they attacked yours not knowing who you were, so what you have will not fall. But it's eye for an eye, I guess, because they tried. Somebody tried you, or this is their entity, pitted them against you, and they're like going to be a casualty of this war because they are consciously doing something that, I'm telling you, it's kind of like, you know, you should not go into that fire. Don't you see it? You should stop. You should really turn around. I would not do that. But they're not moving consciously. They're not moving according to their truth. They're just blindly doing whatever they feel that they have to do, not even looking at how it's working for them, because it's not working for them. That's what I want to say. If it was working for them, that's totally different. If they were seeing results, I get it. As a matter of fact, maybe this corporation, this entity it never has really given them a good life, or it never really has taken care of them, which is why they're, you know, tired, angry. Okay, I get it. But maybe it's the best they could get. So essentially, if it was, you know, at least some kind of benefit, then I would say, okay, you know, they're doing the same thing as you. You're just on different levels. However, all that it feels like this person has is an ego. This is just an ego. This is just a shell. You know, it's temporary. This is a magician who turns a temporary or a fleeting feeling into a source of stability, something you can take to the bank. Something that is long-term, something that has long-term success. This is like being blitzed with magic. It happens for 1 second and then it's over. And the reckoning, like, it's not worth it, because the burden that you have to carry to try to keep the lie up or keep this ego going, somebody is like, they're being held responsible too. That's why. They're being held responsible. They're being forced to, like, do what they're supposed to. Somebody is being held to some pretty strict rules here. Responsibility and duty, and they are getting tired. They're feeling burdened. They're exhausted. They feel like they're struggling. They feel like they're working harder than they've ever had to before. They could even feel that they're working harder in this situation than they were when they were their own boss, or when they weren't operating under this entity or this situation. They're losing concentration on their own desires and what it is that they're trying to achieve. Someone is getting lost in the sauce of a war that there's not even a victory. As a matter of fact, this looks like this has been, I said, continuous. What did I say? 6 to 10 years? Somebody is tired. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They could have lost houses. They could have lost vehicles. They could have lost jobs. They could have lost money. This somebody just continues to operate under an energy that is consistently doing the same thing. It's tearing them apart. There has to be a change, but this person hasn't learned the lesson yet. And there's so much backstory here, but it's the same thing. And eventually it ends up in an eco death, because like I said, you have to keep the lie up. Maybe somebody is very skilled at that, so that could be what is helping, is that they're able to keep this illusion going. As a matter of fact, if they've already experienced this ego death, pretty much the only thing they have is to not say anything, to just, let people stay confused. Maybe just never owning up, or, they never admit to it. It's never really proven, so they get to save face in some way. But as far as how it's benefiting them, financially, physically, mentally, emotionally, there's nothing here. There is nothing here. This is a terrible spread. It's just the King of Wands, and everything around them is dead. Everything is failing. The only thing that's still here is these 10 swords, which they are carrying in their back and on their back. I'm sorry, 2 tens. Just ending after ending after ending. 10 swords. This person, they cannot keep this up. They cannot keep this up. I don't know if there's an onlooker here with the Page of Swords, but nobody could keep this up. Nobody could keep this up. I don't care who you are. This is craziness. This person is crip walking. They literally walking dead. 10 swords in their back. 10 wands on their shoulder. Who the fuck is doing anything in that condition? If stabbing themselves all over with many pains was a billboard, this person would be on it. Someone's doing this to themselves with no reward. No reward. So that's what their fight was for. This person was adamantly, they felt like this was a righteous war that they're fighting, but the results would be in the victory. There is no victory. This person was attacking your victory. They were attacking your achievement, and I don't see their victory. I don't see their reward. I see a fall from grace. This is what I'm reading, the card of what they intended for you. This is what they were trying to accomplish or do. This is how they started off. Okay? Very diligent, determined. It's that Knight of Swords again. It always has to do with that entity. They're going to take you down. They're going to stop you. They're going to block you. And these people, whoever these people are, they must have had this feeling in their heart too. It's hatred. All you need is people who are hateful to see a way of doing something. That entity, that energy, it will come for you. Because they need people to move like that. That's how they keep the jails full. And that's how they keep the families separated. And that's how they keep us trapped in scarcity survival mode. Selling our souls and killing each other instead of uplifting and liberating. So, yeah, that's what I'm getting. But look, what they were fighting for with you is literally what's happening to them. Failure, lack of recognition, and no rewards. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Failed. That's a family. That's a house. That's a job. That's a car. That's money. That's anything physically, financially, materially. It's going to shit, or it went to shit. That's also a lack of recognition and no reward, right? Doing the work but not getting paid for it. That's what it is. Fall from grace. Flat on their face, 10 swords in their back. This is a fall from grace that people are still talking about. This is a fall from grace that people can still talk about. This is a fall from grace that is like currently happening. So it happened and the person is still there. They're still in that space. Feeling burden and disappointment. Ten of Wands. That's what it feels like to continuously keep pushing and trying to make something work when it just, everything within you says this is a no-go. Just stop. Let it go. That's where the burden is coming from. If they're putting this on themselves, it's self-imposed. Self-imposed. So what they wanted for you is exactly what they're going through. And it's continuous. It hasn't even stopped yet. And they haven't stopped yet. So, like, you're racking up, oh my God, just stop. You're racking up good karma. You're racking up more stability. You're racking up the things that you want. Manifestation, creativity, desire, willpower, resources. You're building it up. This person is continuing to dig themselves into a hole. So both of you are still moving and operating and doing what you feel called to do. But the way that it's working for one of you, come on now. Don't matter. I'm not here to, that's God's job. I already know better. Talk to you blue in the face. It don't matter. You'll be the one that is tired and on your back, exhausted and stressed and burdened. So I'm not even going to go there. I'm just a messenger. I'm going to read the energy. Four of Wands, stability, celebration, and happiness. So there is something that you're celebrating or something that you're happy about. And it seems like somebody is happy about something that is falling too. For some reason, something that is not working for you is giving someone reason for excitement, or they're excited about this. There's a celebration. Temperance. Oh, I don't know. This could be like a balancing of the scales. Someone is at peace with what they are releasing or at peace with what they are losing. Someone, okay. Maybe this has to do with why you are where you are currently. It's your mindset. I said that. It starts with your mindset. That's the mirror here. But there's something here that you were able to see. You could have lost something. You could have had to learn a lesson. You could have hit the ground. This is not like you cannot understand or empathize. This is that you live this, but then you turned it around. You changed it. You make it work for your life. You created balance and harmony by doing that within. When you are, this is yin. Temperance is your yin energy. You are at one with the energy that creates worlds. You are at one with the energy that creates worlds. That is why the things that are working for you, you don't have the fear built up that it won't continue. You're celebrating it. You don't have fear built up surrounding it. You're excited about it. Something about it is specific. So the balance and justice within you is the balance and justice that life is giving you. I would say, I heard, I'm rich, bitch. And I would say that your soil is rich. You could be there physically, but the person if you're there, then this is probably how you got there. But the person that I'm reading, you may not be seeing all of the pentacles. You may not be feeling all of this prosperity, but your soil is rich as fuck and fertile. And it's already like you already have some things that are coming to the surface for you to harvest, and there's still more that has not come up yet. But your mindset, the way that you're doing something, there's no end to this. There's no end to this. The stability is astounding. You can take it to the bank. 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. On my channel, the 4 of Wands is my bank card. Take it to the bank. It's payday. Cash, money, information. That's what this person holds. cash money information that you can take to the bank. Why? Because they lived it. And you could be talking to someone. This is what they're living. This is what they're doing. And this is what they need. What you have is what this person needs. The way that they tried to get it from you, oh, they paying for it. Yep, you got death and rebirth. It's not just an ego death. This is a death to all that used to be. This is a death to all that used to be. And you know what? Maybe that was the price you had to pay. You had to give up your old life, your old ways, all of the past. You had to let it go. So there was like a washing or a cleansing. There was an erasing of what was built upon a false or faulty foundation when you were operating under an energy that was not your true authenticity. It was taking you in the wrong direction. This could be south node energy. In order to move to this north node energy, in order to do what it is that you are truly called to do, to live in your power, live in your truth, and to make these moves so that they are solid and you can see the long-term success, to have a blessing that you don't have to worry about being washed away, you are going to have to change your ways. This is death and rebirth. You have to be the change you want to see. Yeah. What's death and rebirth? Oh my God, it's the devil and the Ace of Cups. You have a decision to make. If you choose, someone's operating under devil energy only. That's the King of Wands. You're operating under devil energy only. You have two choices. You choose control, power, deception, confusion, illusions. What's the devil card? Trickery, deceit. Ego, pride. Only. You can choose that only. And it's going to be the death of you and everything that you've created. To honor the truth is to save yourself and to save whatever it is that you're creating. And that may be what you created internally. This could literally be someone that's holding on to their ego because that ego is the only thing that's keeping them alive. That ego could have very good intentions for their life. Mostly what I'm seeing is someone who is not operating in their truth and has no intention to, with the Six of Swords in reverse. But I can't ignore that the King of Wands is in the upright. So whatever it was that they were fighting for or doing under the energy that they were in, it felt like their duty. And maybe it was. Again, what you came from. We would call this the dirt that you came from. The soil that you came from. It's rich. That's where you came from. That's where you started. So this could be this person's start too. They could be doing the exact same thing as you. But choices, that's the difference. It's the choice you make. The devil, I got the Ace of Cups first, but I want to read the devil first and then see what it was talking about with the Ace of Cups. Bondage, self-delusion, and anger. Okay, that's another part of it. I was saying someone is like hell-bent on trying to make something happen to you or make you feel something, and they're doing it to their own detriment. So they could continue to try to do that. They're trying to have this reckoning or trying to cause this upheaval or this disaster for you, and it's literally disrupting their life and causing a disaster for them. So the devil signifies entrapment. It can take various forms. You may be bound into a situation from which there is no escape, or to people or passions that cloud your reason and your judgment. The current may seek to deny this bondage and their weaknesses. That's what the King of Wands would do, the ego, the pride. Yet you may clearly recognize them but feel powerless to break free. Circumstances leading to feelings of anger and frustration. Someone is in devil energy and they feel captive. They feel like they're in bondage. And if you grew up in that energy, then it would probably feel like your comfort zone. It would feel like home. It would feel like nothing that you're not used to. Oh, this is how life always moves. There's nothing better. I never have a way out. And so you would stay in that frame of mind. But that is a frame of mind that was built. It was literally created to keep the multitude, the masses, stuck in that frame of mind. Stuck on that karmic devil timeline, stuck on stuck in the mental matrix. Mental enslavement. So someone sees this, they know their weaknesses, they know what they've been giving into, they know what it did to them, they know where it led them to, these feelings of anger and frustration. Okay, but the self-delusion, the Ace of Swords, they're willing to continue to feel that what they're doing is right. They don't want to see the other side. The other choice would be to choose love. The Ace of Cups. This will be the energy of liberation, rejuvenation. That's also like a rebirth. That's the rebirth. That is a cleansing, a washing away of what used to be. You have two invitations that are here. Or somebody has two invitations. Loyal love, God is love. His truth cheers you from above. Hey there, all you thirsty ones. Come and drink life's waters free. Yes, come drink, you thirsty ones. God's loving kindness. See. All right, God's loving kindness is being offered to you. It's an opportunity to escape this devil energy and whatever entity you currently been operating under. There is a light that is shining in your life, or this is what you are seeing. And maybe you're the one that's offering it. I don't know. It could just be the way that you're moving your light. You are shedding a light and offering another way. That's it. You're offering another way. And it's another way that works because it's already worked. So there's another way to do things. There is another energy or entity that you can operate under. This is pretty much like you can leave this job that is killing you and you can move on to this other job that will fulfill you. And that will fulfill you and create a foundation for you that will be ongoing and everlasting. This is the promise of an empire in this lifetime. The devil energy, it gives you the same promise, but the way that it gets you to do it is just like it plays on your ego. Oh, if you do this or if you go for this, this is what will happen for you. It's trickery. The things that you're asking for, they already are within you. You just need the right entity to make it work for you. It's like, I don't know. Someone's monopolizing off of something that God already gave you. That's the devil energy. It's just a bunch of people who are finding a way to monopolize. Everybody is. Everybody is. Even this person, if that's not what they're doing, likely that's not what they're doing, because that's how they built this, is that they went to come and drink God's waters free, right? So they found that they did the work to be in the place. I said they had to do the work to get to this magician energy where they could be crowned and receive the abilities. Like this is the energy that moves the abilities, like gasoline for your car. You got the car, but this God is giving you the gasoline you need to make that car drive so you can get to your destinations, right? But once you get there, what you now have is something that is valuable. So in a sense, you become a devil too, because people will want to know what it is that you're able to do. And if they're not going to go to the source, if they're not going to do the work that you had to do, because I'm getting you did this work already. You think if this person changed their mind and jumps timelines or changes their ways, that they are not, like, they're just going to give that out for free? No, blood, sweat, and tears. They did the work. So anybody can do the same work that this person has done, but if not, they're going to eventually probably monetize off of that. Pay me. I did the work already, and I can go back into, look at this. This is a bank full of fortune. I can go back into these, I wanted to say like the archives. Somebody's like, yeah, I can go right back into the archives. I can pull all of these benefits and tools and things that may be of value to you in your life currently. I could do all of that. But I feel like where this person has come from, it's like, but you're going to have to pay me. So this person has a choice. They could do it themselves, or they can continue doing, they could do it themselves. They could pay you. There's another, there's something in the middle here. There's something in the middle here. This seems like a black and white situation, but it's not. It seems like there's only one way, but it's not. Like, you know, you have to make a choice between the devil energy, the ace of cups. That's the only thing. You either have to, you know, toil hard and do all of this hard work in order to get here yourself with the ace of cups, or you're going to have to listen to and endure the entrapment and mental manipulation of someone again. You're going to have to live this cycle or go through this again, or you're going to have, either way, it feels like it feels like work. It feels like a tough way out. It feels hard. It feels burdensome. But the center of it is, if you have what this person is looking for, you could pay somebody. You could exchange with someone. You could make a mutual exchange. What is that called? Bartering? You could be of benefit to someone who has already done it, and they could make it easy for you. They could benefit you if you benefit them. So something could be mutual and beneficial for both parties or for everybody. But they're going to have to put down that pride, that King of Wands. They're going to have to, something has to change there. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to end this reading. Let's see what this King of Wands is, though, because that's that ego. I'm going to use a different deck. Lord, which deck is going to tell us the truth about this King of Wands and what a. Let me see what they're going through. I haven't used this. Maybe you spiritual as fuck. That's this deck. The spiritual as fuck tarot. Oracle deck. Alright. Tell me about this King of Wands. You litty. Maybe you pretty as fuck. And you get litty as fuck. I love that song. It's a TikTok song, I think. Let's see. Oh, the Keeper of Secrets. You can't save your face and your ass at the same time. Someone's trying to save face and save their ass. Look here, one or the other. You're gonna have to choose. You want to fall flat on that pretty or that handsome face? You want to fuck that face up, or you gonna get up off this fake ass throne that you're sitting on? Because you could save your ass. I don't know why I heard and save some cash. You could save your ass and save some cash. What's this one? Beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. So someone is experiencing a lot of negativity. Someone's experiencing a lot of negativity. Gossip dies when it hits wise ears. This person is wise. They could have been very into, like I said, their heart was calling them. Somebody was pitted against you with everything in their being. But since they have come to a different type of clarity and awareness, maybe not even so much the clarity of you as it is the awareness of them, what they've been through and why. So someone does have enough information to make a solid decision. They're aware of what I was just talking about, where there is like another way to do this. There's an easy route. You could take the easy way out. That's what I was getting. Someone's aware of that already. Maybe they've been aware of that. So I don't know what they were doing. Saving face, saving ass, doesn't matter, but they can't do both this time. Something's going to fall. Or they have to sacrifice something. Which one do you care more about, your face or your ass? saving face or literally saving your ass. Okay, that's crazy. I don't understand. Anyway, this situation is negative, and I feel like this person is they're in a negative space. So it's almost like they kind of feel like they belong in this situation, or maybe there's a part of them that feels like, yeah, they're burdened down because they feel like they did this to themselves. This is what they're due. Oh, woe is me. That's victim energy. You can save your ass if you want to. You can sit and crumble and let something, oh my God, and but I thought I was doing the right thing. Okay, you can think all goddamn day, but what are you going to do now? The only reason you're feeling that way is because you are likely keeping yourself in a situation where there is a bunch of negativity that is operating and moving around and probably saying the same thing to you. You did this to yourself. Okay, but now you can take your power and choose a different route for yourself. So you could be, just as much as we could say that you're a victim, you could be the victor of your situation. You could be a conqueror. See, y'all not gonna bait me into fucking rallying and cheerleading. I'm not doing that anymore. Pay me. I'm not gonna be cheerleading no more. Not for this energy over here. There's too much awareness, too much fucking clarity. No, thank you. I don't want to. No. Nope. All right, last cards help us understand what's going on or where this King of Wands is. Let's try my Oracle deck, one of mine. Tell me about the King of Wands. Beautiful things happen when you distance yourself. Something beautiful is on the other side for this person. If they choose, they could do the work themselves. Oh my God, look at that. If they do the work themselves, not only do they save their ass, but they could probably save their face too. Okay. See, somebody might not be caring about saving face, which means that they would not mind, hey, look here, I need you. I need help or whatever. Okay, so they would sacrifice the ego, the face. They're humbling themselves, but they save their ass. So, good for them. The devil energy, that's the only way that don't make sense. To just stay in this entrapment and this victimization energy like there is absolutely nothing that you can do. So we have she's awakened, she understands. Oh, this could be a she. The King of Wands could be a female and masculine energy. She's awakened, she understands. We have exciting incidents. So something took place here. This person got woke. They were awakened. They got woke up. Don't get trapped in fear. Kill the dragon. It's a fire sign. King of Wands. The fire sign could be you. The dragon energy could be in you. The great dragon. You're going to have to hurl this devil energy out of your life. You're going to have to hurl them down to the ground. You're going to have to release them. You're going to have to detach. You're going to have to take your power back. Kill the dragon. That's that entity that you're operating under. Or whoever this person is. But they know that already. They know. They already know. They're awake and they understand. They have no choice. There's out of options. Out of options, but this is at least you have options. You may be out of options in one situation, going a particular way, but you do have options here. And we just pretty much it started off as 2, but we had a third one there. I guess it depends on what you prioritize, ease or saving face or saving your ass or whatever. Do it all. Someone could. It says rejuvenation and replenishment in your finances. Okay, so that's the beautiful things that happen when you distance yourself from the negative shit. Okay, when you make the sacrifices that you need to make. If you were to change things, you could rejuvenate yourself. Someone is tired, burdened down with that Ten of Wands energy. Tired and burnt out, right? Distancing yourself from negative shit. Beautiful things happen like rejuvenation and replenishment. And not just in your body and, you know, energetically or emotionally or even just mentally, but also, hey, physically, because we got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Something isn't even going right financially, so you could turn that around. Change your ways and turn your life around, and you could literally turn your finances around too. 555, you've given enough to this. It's time for a change. I'm just gonna let the cards read. It's giving advice anyway. The advice is in these cards. Money, gifts, investment, increase, and new. Oh my God, come on now. See? He be baiting me in. Baiting me in because I'll be like, oh my God, are you blind? Hello? Okay, sorry. I'm too loud. It's 10:52. It says rejuvenation, replenishment in your finances, money, gift, investments, increase, and new. Goddess of love. For some of you, this is someone that you know loves you. You could choose love, save your ass, and save face because this person has love for you. I'm getting out of here. Light as a feather and stiff as a board. Okay, someone could be holding back that they've already made a decision and already accomplished something. So this could be someone who has made the right decision. Light as a feather and stiff as a board. They're in the flow. So maybe part of this flow is not letting go and making a solid decision or a quick decision or something like that, or taking action quickly. But it doesn't mean that they aren't solid on it. It doesn't mean they aren't standing on business. They're just holding back the awareness or the action, something like that. So something could be a matter of time too. We do have 48 hours on the top of this for an Empress. And 555 is on this card too, which I pulled for you. So there could be a significant change within within 48 hours, something that has been held back from you here, or something that you were not seeing, or something you didn't know about. This could be the cops work for you. So you could be, I don't know, but your journey or your decision could already be protected. Someone could be aware of it. The right eyes are aware, or the right person is aware. And so it's already working out. Somebody may have already made the right choice or the right decision. But okay, y'all, this is the reading. That's the energy that I was getting this morning. I will be uploading a, which one was it? I gotta do the timestamps for it. But by probably noon today, that North Node video that I did last night for Aries to Virgo, and then sometime later today I'll be going live, so hit the bell notification if you want to know when I go live for the rest of them. I'll be doing Libra through Pisces, North Node energy, and there is a website, so check out the first video anyway if you're going to be interested, and then you can do the birth chart, get your birth chart, your free birth chart, take a screenshot, and just keep it. It's good to know. I'm starting to get more into it, but I find myself having to continuously get it. At this time, I just finally screenshot it, and I'm keeping it in my phone. There's something going on with this North Node energy. It just, every day I keep finding something, hearing something. It's at the forefront of my mind. Ended up doing a reading yesterday about it. So there's some significant shift happening. And if you're part of my collective, likely it's happening for you. So yeah, good video to check out. All right, you guys, I enjoyed the live. I enjoyed the energy. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.